Okay, so in this tutorial we're actually going to look at adding and altering effects in Premiere Pro. So we start off with our project, and as you can see we've got some clips on the timeline. We're just going to scroll through these clips. And the first thing we want to do is get a closer look at these clips. So we're going to drag the bottom thing, this thing down at the bottom, backwards and forwards, and that allows us to alter the size of the clips on the timeline so we can see what we're doing properly. Okay, let's just scrub through just a little bit. And the clip that we're going to put an effect on is this first clip. So we click on it and it appears in the viewer window. Yeah, so any clip that we click on will appear in the viewer window, whether it's in the project folder or whether it's on the timeline. Yeah, but we've put that clip. Now we're going to go to the effects tab, which is over here in the bottom left hand corner. Here we go. And as we can see, we've got lots and lots of options within here. Presets, audio effects, audio transitions, video effects, video transitions. And what we want to look at here in this example is video effects. And there's a huge array of video effects which I suggest that you kind of play with, really. But for this exercise, we're actually going to look at we're going to the Generate folder, and we're going to add some lens flare. Yeah, some artificially generated lens flare, and we're going to just grab the lens flare effect, drop it onto our clip, and as we can see, it appears on the timeline. Yeah. However, we're probably going to want to edit that. Yeah, and in order to edit that, we come up to the Effects Control tab under the viewer window, and we'll see that the effect is actually listed there. Now that we can actually alter the X and Y position on the screen by dragging these numbers, just as we did with the titles in the previous tutorial. So that's the first thing you can do. So we can see we're moving it around. We can edit the amount of brightness, yeah, up and down by again dragging these figures. Right. And we can also alter the kind of lens that we're simulating the flare on with this little drop down menu here. Now what's important with this is not so much the specifics of altering this, but the fact that any effect that you add is going to be alterable. You can actually customize it within the effects control pane. Yeah, but at the moment that effect is like put uniformly, right? So it's the same from the start of the clip to the end. So basically if we put that lens flare there now, it will be like that all the way through the clip from start to finish. Yeah, we can actually animate effects by hitting this little stopwatch and creating a keyframe. Now a keyframe tells Premiere Pro that the value and position of an effect is this at a particular point in time. So at the beginning of this clip, we have set the lens flare with the value that it is that we've just done by altering the levels. However, if we then drag the cursor to the end of the clip, which is we're just going to do now, a little bit tricky for some reason. Yeah, there it is, just at the end there. We can actually then alter or put in another keyframe and alter the value of that so that it animates over time. So we're just going to click on the clip, which brings the clip back up into the viewer, click on the Effects Control tab, and as we can see, right, the cursors are at the end. Okay, click this little diamond here, and that creates a new keyframe, and we can now alter the value, and let's alter the brightness of this so that it blows out. So what we're saying is at the end of this clip, we're going to have that value for the effect, which is completely blown out. And then at the beginning of the clip, we are going to have our original value. So when we hit return, Premiere Pro automatically animates that effect. Fundamentally, this is how we add, alter, and animate effects in Premiere Pro. Although each effect will be different, the basic principles are always the same.